the streets and it's coming at night. Reindeers flying through the sky so high. I should be making a list.
The Big Voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Allen, Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
You are listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. You are listening to the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. It is Wednesday, 5 o'clock, live at 5. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Coach Q. And as always, right here,
B-Luv is in the house. What's up, everybody? What's up?
Yeah, B-Luv is definitely in the house. Hey, B-Luv, man, I was thinking, remember a long time ago, we'd be, little bitty guys running around our shorties or whatever, getting ready for bed, and we'd always, mom and dad put us to bed and stuff like that, and then we'd hear company come over. Remember that? Oh, forgot to give mom and dad a hug and a kiss.
Yeah.
Us nosy little guys, we go out there and trying to see who's out there and everything.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember what they were always watching when it was bedtime?
Oh man, Benny Hill maybe?
No. That was Pops. Yeah, that was later. No. Remember, here's Johnny. Remember, Pops always watching Johnny Carson.
Yep.
So anyway, remember, so Johnny Carson had his boy. What was his name? Ed McMahon.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So hey, I was thinking. I know it's kind of old school, but I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, like those guys probably had fun doing that because like we enjoy doing what we do,
Yep.
And we just talk about sports, but those guys can have all kind of topics and make jokes about everything,
And then them just doing it, and then what do they call it, improv or something?
Yeah.
Just go stuff off top of their head. I think that's pretty cool when they do that. Let me back stuff up real quick.
Yeah.
So the beginning of the show, where's that beat come from? Dr. Dre do that?
This one right here?
Yeah.
It's up on the screen right there. It's the Coffee Brothers, and the song is actually called "Got Bills to Pay."
Got bills to pay. Okay.
Yeah, and you'll really love the lyrics if you hear it.
Coffee Brothers. I'm about ready to look that up.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, give them a shout out. Yeah, when we first started, I had some Naughty by Nature going on in the background. Filmy flow. That was an old school flow, man. So, but you try to put some good mellow music in the back.
I like that.
You're chopping it up,
Every time I come on here, then you just kind of already start getting that little head knob going.
As soon as I heard that beat, I was like, I'm keeping that one.
Yeah, I like that beat.
All right. Well, hey, B-Luv, man, we had a lot of sports going on in the last 2 weeks. Basketball season started. I mean, I think the last episode we had, I believe the Jamboree game just happened or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
And so now we're like 5 games in, boys and girls.
Yep.
And we'll get into a lot of the basketball here in a little bit, because Winnebago's been playing some hoops, man. Omaha Nation, Santee, Walt Hill. We got to witness a good game up in South Sioux with a lot of Ho Chung boys playing,
Yeah.
So, it's been a good couple of weeks,
Yeah, it was.
And then I always talk about basketball season. That's my season, and people see me out and about all the time. Then after basketball season's over, some say go into hibernation, and nobody sees me around until basketball season again, So
if you're a real hooper, basketball season never ends.
Yeah. Hey, but B-Luv, man. So, before we kind of get into our show, there's a lot of other things. I'm just gonna kind of give the listeners kind of a little preview of we're gonna talk about today. So, Al and I, Lakota Nation's Invite, started up this past week. Our wrestling team gone up to represent and I heard we got a lot of hardware, so that's going to be a good topic we're going to talk about a little bit later on the show. Of all the winners from L&I, you know, we got some champions, bro. Brought that gold back, you know. So
And some of them may be coming up.
yeah, and hopefully they're at practice right now, but you know they said they got some time, they'll stop up. So
Cool.
I'm hoping they get up here so we can kind of hear some stories, you know.
Yep.
So, but in the meantime, you know, we'll hype it up and, you know, maybe kind of get the listeners wanting to listen to the end of the show so we can talk to those kids, you know.
Yep.
But you know, L&I also have other competitions going on up there, and you know, we'll definitely kind of get into that, you know.
One of the competitions I'd like to hear back from is remember a couple weeks back we also had those the Omaha Nation cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah.
Of them. Yeah, and then they go up there compete and they're like they've been returning champs for I don't know how long
Yeah,
up there.
yeah, and I saw a coach at the Sweetwater over here.
Okay.
And we were chopping it up a little bit, and he was excited about going to L&I again.
Yeah,
you know.
that's
And I told him, I said now you guys have been on the show. Now you have to report back.
Sure.
To those things, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know,
And I seen him down. I went down to Macy down there to watch the junior high girls play Omaha Nation down there.
Yeah.
And I seen him in passing, and then I seen the gave him a little fist pound and stuff like that. And I think he kind of remembered me because he kind of double took real quick, like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, I remember. Okay, it's what's up, like that. So
did
that was pretty cool.
did the junior high teams have cheerleaders?
You know what? I don't think so.
No?
Not the junior high girls or boys. Huh?
Remember back in the day, junior high was the cheerleaders?
Yeah.
I
That must have been just us back then that had those because I don't remember them since.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess thinking back, I don't either.
Yeah.
Hey, listeners out there, man, do any of your schools have junior high cheerleaders? I know South Sioux had junior high cheerleaders.
Okay.
And they actually had JV cheerleaders too, because they had a JV game up the other night. And
Okay.
the cheerleaders were going to town.
Yeah,
up there.
it's crazy now that you brought that up. You never thought. I mean, I never thought about that again. That's cool.
All right, hey, wait. Maybe we can get a trend going again and see if Winnebago can start a trend by getting some junior high cheerleaders.
Well, you know, dang well, our teams have been playing pretty good in our junior high, you know, so
Yeah.
past couple of years. So
Yeah.
So and
Hey,
then with Warpath boys coming up, they're gonna be they're still gonna be
You
good.
talk about your granddaughters all the time. Those girls are coming up, man. They can be pretty loud.
Yeah.
My girl's coming up. Her whole team's coming up.
Yeah.
They need cheerleaders, you know. So
Yeah, that's
maybe we
good.
can get
That'd
that
be cool.
going.
Yeah.
All right, hey, one of you moms out there.
Hey, our Grandma Sarah, before you get too old, before you hang them up, before you put those boots with the fur away.
The great granddaughters need you.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, hey, we'll get into that too. Whenever that report comes in, we'll definitely let everybody know how Omaha Nation does up in our competition up there.
Yep.
So but yeah, so what I was gonna say though is before we get into like these topics about the current sports, man, you know, I'm just gonna, I guess, start out by saying, you know, football's kind of coming to an end. You know, the end of the season's coming up. I believe that the college playoff games already started, right?
No, the playoffs start Friday night.
They start Friday night.
No, they start Friday night. There's one game Friday, and then there's like 4 games Saturday, and that's the first round.
It's the first round.
But the bowl game started.
The bowl game started.
The bowl game started.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be exciting because there's, you know, after you know, rooting for Nebraska this year, you know, I was a little bit more proud this year because we made that bowl game. You know, of course, you know, there's
Up
those
and down
games.
season.
There's those games where, you know, we could have won those games.
Yeah.
Come on now, you know.
Yep.
I mean, a couple of the games, or maybe I know one game for sure was some bad officiating. The other ones was like some simple mistakes, you know,
yeah.
during the game. And
Bad officiating in college football all the way around, not just the Huskers. I just think that Big Ten refs or whoever, nobody wants to see the Huskers become great again. Where they're just playing flags at the end of games and the obvious ones right in front of them, and then nothing happens, or they throw stuff that didn't even happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's just bad call. But it was like that all over the place. I mean, there's fans throwing trash on field in the Texas-Georgia game, and
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then it happened again, and they overturned the call because of that. And yeah, I don't know. It was just bad officiating. You know, and like I said, we're officials when, you know, time and time again. But I mean, come on, call the obvious ones. That's
Yeah.
that. As a referee, that's all you do. Call the obvious ones.
yeah,
You know.
no, that's in as a referee for any sport, just those obvious ones.
Yeah.
You know?
These kids didn't do nothing. They're out there putting their heart out there, you know,
Yeah.
playing, you know, just that's, you know, when we ref these games, you know, we sometimes we let stuff slide. We're old school, you know. We told both coaches last night in that JV game. Told both coaches, well, Aaron Meyer for
Oakland.
Yeah, we told him, hey, we're old school, so as long as and then their coach too say, hey, we ain't gonna call flopping. So if they start flopping around, then then I told that to Sean Walker and Aspen. Hey, if they're gonna flop around or fall down, then we ain't getting that. We ain't getting out those. We might tech you up for doing it.
Yeah.
Then I come to find out, Jeffrey said you're supposed to do that. Flopping nowadays, it's a rule. If they flop, you can tech them up, no warning, nothing.
Really?
Yeah. So you guys better keep that in mind out there, young fellas.
That is a good rule, though, man.
That's right.
I mean, for real.
Yup.
How many times you sit and watch a game and see that?
Last night's game or what?
No, just in general, like on a regular night.
It's slowed up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't watch too much NBA anymore. And college, I just watch college during the March Madness. I lost interest in basketball, bro, because how soft it is and how many rules and how many, these kids feel like. I mean, I'm talking college now, and all these kids feel like they're entitled for things. You know? It's hard to watch basketball.
I saw a stat the other night. There was this game, this Division I game that happened the other night, and there were 71 missed threes in a row.
Was that college or was that NBA game?
It might have been an NBA game.
I think it was NBA game.
71 missed 3-pointers in a row. Where's the fun in watching that?
Yeah.
I would want my money back.
Yeah, bro. You even seen they had that what's that thing that Milwaukee just won last night?
Oh yeah,
2 nights ago in Vegas.
The NBA Cup, or
that thing. And did you see it happened out in Las Vegas, and they showed people that place was half full.
Yeah.
And I seen my Garner Grant out there and Squawky Nation out there. Garner Grant posted something. Should let Caitlin Clark play.
Yeah, would have filled those seats.
Filled those seats up easy. Trav Mallory, hate on it, baby.
Yeah. So, that whole football thing, one of my old school teams that I used to like, man, did real good this year, and I think they even made the playoffs too.
They're waiting for the winner. They got to buy.
Boise?
Yeah.
Oh man,
my team.
Your team? Okay, our team. No, bro. Ever since back in the day when they schooled up Oklahoma that time with all those trick plays,
those fake plays.
I just love watching them play. And then you can't hate on that blue field.
Yeah, that field is one of a kind. Well, it's not one of a kind now because everybody's got different ones. I mean, you can look it up on Google and stuff. There's these colleges got I seen a red field.
Yeah.
So you can check it out. You can't do a yellow field because you can't see a flag.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Actually, there used to be a yellow field in Wyoming somewhere as a high school though.
Maybe.
But I think they had to change that.
Well, that turned it orange for make the flags orange or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So who you got though?
For what?
For the ship. Overall.
For all the in college football?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I know my boy Jarrell Sheridan might not like to hear this, but because he's a big Ducks fan, but
yeah.
I might have to pull for them, even though they're the number one team. But just the games I did watch, I'd watch so I could talk crap to them if they lost or something. Same with my boy Malcolm Bertuzzi, big Ohio State fan. So when they lose, well, I just really get on Facebook and I just like to ream them,
Yeah.
So I'd like to see Oregon win the whole thing.
Oregon?
Yeah.
That'd be a good pick. I mean, I watched a couple of their games too, and they're pretty tough.
Yeah.
Toughest thing about them though, their uniforms.
Yeah.
Those guys got
chrome helmets.
They got cool uniforms all the way around, man.
You seen some of them? I went to see them go hot pink and black one time.
Yeah.
And like, wow, what the heck?
Those guys spend a lot of money on uniforms.
Oh, that's the founder of Nike was from out there. Went to college out there. The founder of Nike, so that's why they get all that.
Man,
it's nuts. I tell you, it's gonna be my new fave. I mean, not fave, but obviously the Huskers. But next year I might be pulling for North Carolina. I mean, that's my team in basketball. But they got
talk about that.
Yeah, the old Belichick signed him and Jordan Brand and stuff like that. So he's gonna be pulling a bunch of recruits. So North Carolina, you might have to keep an eye open for them next few years, especially with the new rules, the portal, or they have to lower the amount of. There was only like 105 people on your roster now instead of 170 or something like that.
Oh,
150, yeah. So that's why a lot of people, you see those they're entering the portal because they ain't got no room on that team anyway. So you might go somewhere where you can play.
Yeah.
Because they got to make these rosters smaller. Wow. So that's why they're doing that.
Yeah.
So
that's going to put a lot of people in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to put a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those guys, they're there to go to school, of course, but they're trying to make the pros.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, like I said, it's a big old business now.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I'm just like, stick to just. All these guys should just play horseshoes or something, or darts or something, because all this other stuff, it's all about money now, and you're not gonna do nothing. I mean, even if you go to the pros in football, you're only good for, like the Heisman, the new Heisman. He's not gonna be a good pro. He can't. He ain't gonna be able to do the stuff he does now in the pros. He might play a strong safety and be stuck there. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing else. So I don't know.
yeah. You think that was a good pick on that Heisman?
I don't know. I've seen Colorado play about 2-3 times this year, and he's probably deserving for it, but because nobody he said it. Nobody's seen a player like me before. He's right. Charles Woodson, I think back in the day, played both ways.
Yeah, they
And he
did
got
his
Heisman,
coach.
Yeah.
Coach
Oh yeah.
played both
Yeah.
ways,
and then-
too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder if he probably had a lot to do with that.
Yeah,
too,
like,
but
he's
yeah.
his coach. It's probably like his father figure since his pops was not around or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
That's good. I mean, we'll see what happens.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But hey, since you're gonna go for the Ducks, I'm gonna go for the Buckeyes. I'll see what's up with those guys, man.
Yeah.
But my dark horse though, Boise. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, and you can't, every one of them teams, you can't count out Georgia, and then who's the other one? Well, I guess those would be the top three: Georgia, and then Ohio State and the Ducks.
All right, well we're gonna see, but
see.
playoffs start Friday, man. So you guys just go ahead and watch that, and then we'll chat about it again in a couple weeks when some of the results are back.
Yeah, regardless, my team's winning. Whoever wins, my team that won.
What about the pros? I know you say you don't watch NFL too much, but I watched this team play the other night, Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I like the quarterback.
All right. Yeah, I like their place kicker. What's up? The field goal kicker.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
look,
yeah.
this thing I can't understand. Like, why you don't have that jersey yet? Because on their white jerseys it says Buffalo on the front, it says Bass in the back.
Yeah,
I can't believe you ain't got that jersey yet.
That's something to look into now. It's a good call.
Yeah,
right
hey,
there. Well, let's see if they win
anybody
the
out-
Super Bowl first.
Well, no, let's see if Santa hears us tonight.
Oh,
Maybe Santa got you.
I am
Hey, Santa, he's like a 6 or 7X. You might be able to find one of those.
in your closet.
But B-Luv, I was thinking about
What?
that.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's like that would be like, I would have bought that jersey as soon as he got drafted or as soon as they picked him up.
Wow, I'd change that number.
I'm going to go see if anybody from the Quincy Bills. Well, anyway, but B-Luv, I think I'm gonna roll with Buffalo this year, though. I think they're gonna probably send Kansas City home.
You know what? You can't count out Kansas City. You can't count out Minnesota.
No.
But Minnesota always has good years, and they choke in the playoffs every year. And I don't even watch pro football, but I know that.
It would be cool to see a back-to-back, but I think the Bills got them this year. They got their number.
You know who was doing good until all the injuries was the Detroit Lions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
They got injured up just a couple of nights ago. They lost like 3-4 players.
Yeah, and I think they're sitting like someone was talking about said they're down about 20 players from the beginning of the year.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Well, one last football thing, and then we'll kind of continue on with the show and get into this basketball stuff. But Pine Ridge won that the bigger school,
The gold division.
the gold division up
Their
there
first round.
at the All Nations Football League.
Oh, football, yeah.
Yeah, All Nations Football League.
Yeah.
And then remember their quarterback? Their quarterback, he's an All-State basketball player too. Marvin Richards III.
Oh, okay.
Bro, the other night I heard that he had 59 points in the game.
Wow.
He scored 59 points in the game, and it was against a tough team too, like a ranked team.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it sounded like they lost that game, and it was a close game. But yeah, he was hooping.
Wow.
Like, so if you're playing a scrubby team
Yeah.
and you blow them out by 40,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you could easily get 59 at some point if you're hot and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But if you're playing a tough team and a tough game, when it's a close game and you still score 59,
Yeah.
he was hooping.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to
I wonder if Oyate Means can reach out to her brother Casey up there and see what Pine Ridge is their most points in the game and who has it. I'm betting if anybody has to be Willie White. Back in the day, he might have had something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'd be something to look at, because 59 points is a lot.
Well, I saw a post, and it didn't say anything like he broke the record or something like that. It just said, yeah, that's what he scored that night. So maybe and maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good
but
question. I'll have to shoot her a snap or a text or something.
Yeah, but good hooping by that young man.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's some good hooping by.
I just seen some. They won their first round game today. I think they played this morning.
Okay.
And they blew someone out like 100 smooth to like 20 something.
Oh.
And then one of the kid had a triple double, 14, 12, and 10 or something like that.
Oh, nice.
And then it might be the other kid scored like 48 or 43 that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's.
Well, I'll definitely after this, because the tournament will be over probably I think Saturday or Sunday or something
Saturday,
like that. Saturday.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I get the results, man, I'm gonna put it in the next show, and we'll definitely let any country around here know what's up, with the LNI up there.
Well, we were going to talk about LNI anyway.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I just want to make mention of that because you said it. They're hooping up there right now. So,
yeah.
And that's all I wanted to mention on that regarded to football. So,
yeah.
Well, we're going to get into some basketball then. B-Luv. So Winnebago started up their season a couple weeks ago. It was like right after our last show, and their first game was going to be on that Thursday night after the show, the next night, and it was against Walt Hill. Or no, it was against Homer. Homer was a away game, played up in Homer. And Winnebago girls had a really tough game against the Homer girls.
Yeah.
Homer girls are pretty tough.
Yeah.
They got some height, they got speed, and
they have a Ho Chunk girl playing for them, an Omaha girl playing for them.
who are them?
BJ Walker's daughter, Tori
Walker.
Tori Walker. She was up there. Her and another little girl, and scored like 25 apiece.
Really?
That night. And then one of our old buddies that we played basketball with, Lorraine Porter.
Yeah.
She's got a daughter playing,
Oh yeah.
and she's kind of a tall one, young one too. I think she's only a sophomore, junior or something. But yeah, she played. But there's other ones up there too. We know the boys had John Snowball has some boys up there
Has a couple
playing.
boys.
Yeah.
Kristen Murphy has a boy up there.
Kristen. Oh, okay.
Dallas Crossbear's got
Oh,
Dallas
yeah.
Jr. up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a number of them up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my grandson August is up to 2, so he's still got a few years before he's there. But
Yeah. By then I'll get him down here. Anyway.
he'll be about 6'8" by then. So.
No, but so the girls that did have a tough game, and Homer girls, they're tough, and then not to mention either that their coach, we know their coach personally, Merlin Tremaine.
Oh yeah.
He used to be my junior high coach, and he coached us in baseball back in the day. Just been coaching all his life.
Yeah.
And he had a number of good seasons up there in Homer.
Oh, yeah.
So he's doing a good job with that squad. I don't really see Homer out like in the summertime or anything like that. You hear about them being out running AAU or anything like that. So if they're just going during basketball season and then take a break and then basketball season again, that's pretty good.
Well, you see some of them girls they play with that Northeast Bullets team. I know Tori played there,
Okay.
and so did Adam James's twins that are down at Bancroft. They all kind of played on the same team because we'd go and watch. Like I said, Mike Cassidy was playing for the Bullets there, and then Carlina's her team goes all over, so they're at those tournaments. Then when we watch the Bullets play, then of course those older girls are there, so we got to watch them play. And then along with Day Day and Tressa,
The other Bayo girls.
yeah, so they all play on the same squad. It's a little AAU team, so they do pretty good.
Well, that's good. That's good. A lot of these teams, especially in the very first part of the season, are all right here, Northeast Nebraska,
Yep.
and so that's where the Bullets are from. So,
Yep.
the girls are playing against some of their buddies like everywhere you go.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like
it is
that.
cool.
I like that. Then playing in off season always kind of keeps you ready for the next season too.
We're just not talking about the cheerleaders,
Yeah.
about the junior high cheerleaders. Cassidy just texted me. She said, Joker, that the junior high and high school cheerleaders practice together, so they do have junior high. But
Okay.
I didn't see none. But I didn't go to watch the junior high boys game yet though either.
Okay.
So anyway,
Yeah.
that
Well,
answers
good.
one
That
of my
answers
things.
our question right
Yeah.
there. Then
Yeah.
you did start some. Then
See, it's kind of what I do. It's kind of what I do when you let me talk.
well, then so moving on to the boys' game after that, the girls had a tough game. They lost that game against a tough Homer squad, and then the boys come out, and it kind of seemed like they had first game jitters, and a lot of turnovers, and kind of like slow pace kind of game in the first quarter. Then it seemed like after they got the hang of it, they took off, and they ended up getting a good sized lead.
I was impressed. I'm impressed with those boys for how young they are. They just got the one senior with Medina and Christian's boy age. No fear. Man, he just tries it. Freshman, what is he, about like 14 years old or something like that?
Yeah.
Just no fear. And same with the DJ. Those guys, but you've seen that back when they're younger as they're growing up. And Christian has all his boys in the gym constantly, gym rats. I mean, just every snap I see is like every day. And it's just them. He's got them running drills and doing this and that. So, I mean, I don't want to say it's just them, but I just see them in his snaps, and it's not during practice, it's afterwards, and it's maybe before, or it's seen them late at night and stuff like that, and they're doing it. So, and it shows on the court. It's just like, I'm impressed with those. And when Bagels basketball is going to be good this next few years, especially we get the junior high boys coming up that are pretty good, the little Marufo kid comes in, he's a stud. He's going to be a stud, and so is Chris's other boys. And then Keitel, they got a good squad. I was even messaging with my boy, Bertucci boy, not Malcolm, the other one. I told him I was gonna talk about it today, but he's got a boy that's in junior high, and I guess he was teasing around, or I don't know if he's teasing, but he said, trying to get my boy up there next year to play. Bring him up. Is he any good? And I said, try to get him on the warpath. He said, talk to Quince, but Quince said they were full. And then they end up playing each other the next game here. My boy put up 20. I was like, oh, okay, wow. And he's only in 8th grade. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. I don't know the kid, so.
Yeah. If I can't remember that game, but if he put up 20 on those guys, then it's probably like we should have had him in the summertime or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you never want to, because we never want to like leave any kids out, but
sure.
Man, sometimes when you get a full squad,
I told him that.
Yeah,
he
knows. He knows that too.
Yeah.
He's talking about Chris LaPointe. Chris, he's like a godsend, for the Warpath program. Man, it's like, I try to get just everything all lined up, so I can. It's kind of crazy because over the years you can learn this, learn that, like that, and so. This year I wanted to try to take a step away from coaching boys so I can go 100% effort on my girls team. And so, Chris, he wasn't scared. He wasn't scared to take on the responsibility of kind of being like the head honcho.
I mean, he's got such a high basketball IQ when it comes to coaching like that. And he was a decent ball player when he played. I don't know if he still tries or what, but he's so smart when it comes to up here. And I don't know if he's listening or not, but I ain't gonna, as a Dega, I ain't gonna say that to him up front. He
probably can't even get in his car anymore. Head's getting big.
Head's getting bigger right now.
No, he knows what's up though.
Yeah, I mean, and then it goes down to because he had to step in and play that big brother, like almost father figure to his younger brothers, Matthew and David and Willie Wonka.
Yeah.
So. And then, what can we say? What can we say about Matthew and David? About that, what they went through and stuff like that. Chris, he was a big part of it. So, and then to think, watching DJ play from when Baby Dave and Matthew were in 8th grade, last year when I watched those guys play, I think DJ is more advanced than there. He knows how to play in the post, like post moves and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he can knock that 3 down.
Yeah, and then they took Baby Dave. Well, I don't even think Baby Dave. Well, he knows how to play in the post, but he never really had to because he was a shooter.
Yeah,
he was just blessed with that giraffe height. And then Matthew was a slasher, dude, like more of a 3-man. That's what I seen.
Yeah.
But he's more of DJ's more of a post player, but he has that ability to step out and knock that 3 down. So it's gonna be interesting on what's gonna go on, man. I'm fired up for the boys. I need to get my grandson back up here. I mean, it's not me, but my grandson KJ down in Bancroft, he had a big game last night against Walt Hill, and I just see all the because I watched him play with Warpath this past summer or whatever it was too, and I'm just like, everything clicks when he plays there. He takes pressure off of Kimi, and you know, he's such a good ball player, good ball handler, good shooter and stuff. I just kind of like to see him back up here playing, but that's his mom and dad. That's their choice. You know, they see something that maybe us old vets don't.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe it's the schooling.
Yeah.
You know,
I was gonna say maybe it's not even about the basketball.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's just something that he's gonna be there. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just as a grandparent, it's tough to cheer for both when they're playing against each other. I don't like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I had Cass playing against Layla, and I just don't like it. 'Cause I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, because I mean, we really just gotta cheer for both teams.
Yeah, and that's what we do. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, Winnebago, they went on and ended up playing Walt Hill the next game.
Mm-hmm.
Walt Hill the next game, and the boys and the girls both won those games on that next night. And then just real fast, like since we're talking about Walt Hill, I got just a message. I've been talking with Coach Menez.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's part of my my growing up. You know, him and my son Greg, he was real close friends, classmates growing up, and they call each other bro. And you know, he spent some time at my house as he was growing up and stuff too. And see these young men, you know, turn into grown men and start taking on some of these positions that us older guys held before. You know, positions of being a mentor, you know, being a male role model and stuff like that for the younger generation. You know, I just can't be more proud of him and, you know, the other coaches that I've got a chance to coach in my lifetime. You know,
Yeah.
proud of those guys. You know, so real quick, like I'm just gonna read off some Coach Menez kind of said about Walt Hill. You know, he's really enjoying himself down here. It says, the season hasn't started off as we hoped, but for that it's all right. And we came into this season with the understanding that we had a lot of growing to do, and I feel with each performance they are moving in the right direction. Right now we're currently 0-4, having just took an L to Bancroft Rosalie last night. We have Siouxland Christian and Sioux City tomorrow, and Hardington Newcastle Friday night at home. Our record doesn't show it, but the fire, passion, and humility that my young Blue Jays play with is going to lead to good things. After the last night, I reached out to my coach from my East High School days, Jeff Jepson, and he told me things like that happen. Have to keep fighting through it. Never know when the breakthrough takes place, but if you quit working hard, the breakthrough won't happen. That's the way of life. That's the way life goes as well. Bad things happen, unfortunately, but you have to keep pushing on and fighting through, not necessarily for yourself, but for each other. And that's a message that he shared with Manny the other day. So,
Nice.
yeah. So I just got to say a little bit of something about that, because this is something that I always got to let ball players know, or young athletes know, when they're going through losses or struggles,
Rough patches,
even if they end up getting in trouble or something like that. You know, just something happened where they're not playing at their full potential. You know, whether it's individually or for the team or whatever. One thing I always say is, like, you know what speaks volumes is it speaks volumes of how you rebound from those things right there. Because one thing that one major thing that goes along with sports is your character, like the character, how you carry yourself. And if you're one of those guys that just, you know, you start doing bad, you just say F it and just, you know, give up and stuff like that, that shows what kind of character you have. But if you rebound and you work hard and you get yourself back out of that hole, and then you flourish, then that shows your character too. So
Yeah, I was at the game last night, and I was watching Manny from across the gym and stuff like that, and watching how he'd respond and stuff. And he's calling his timeouts when he needed to, when there was a run, or he felt a run was starting. And, you know, then, you know, if his boys were getting a little, I don't want to say out of control, but you can see some body movements and some facial reactions that they were getting frustrated at times and stuff. Yeah. So, and then he'd call his timeouts when he needed to and stuff. So, and obviously I couldn't hear what was going on the other side of the gym, but he was, you know, he looked like he was real serious into what he was doing, and he's got a lot of stuff that he needs to, that he can teach them boys, because he's an old ball player too. He's young enough to still be playing, but he wants to use what he knows and tries to pass it on to these boys down there. So alma mater. He went to school down there. He went to school in Winnebago. Wherever he was going at, he's always had his hands into playing ball. So he has the idea. He knows. He knows that stuff. But and I told him through Snap. I told him when they were here for Winnebago game, and then even last night, I just said, whatever you do, keep these boys under control. But I said, please don't teach him how to flop with some LeBron stuff.
Yeah.
And then right away, that he just, of course, he has this big old spill about that. Yeah. But I think he's opening his eyes, or he's getting older now, because he don't really get on Facebook talk about LeBron no more.
Probably sick of us.
Yeah.
Hey, I do got it. All right.
Hey, we got medalists.
We got gold medalists in the house, man. Hey, I do got to say something about something encouraging for Manny though. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna rewind it back a little bit. My second year coaching, I was assistant coach with Randy DeCora, Chris LaPointe, the guy he was talking about. He was a sophomore. Aaron LaPointe, Jeremy Pear, Kenny Blackhawk, CJ Lopez, that whole crew. They were all freshmen. Mm-hmm. Chris was a sophomore. They all started. We had juniors and seniors. They were all on the bench, and it was just because there was a gap. There was a gap. Nobody really took on those juniors and seniors when they were younger, teach them how to play ball. Mm-hmm. So they didn't play, but they went out for basketball when they got in high school. Mm-hmm. These other boys, they were playing ball all ever since they was in kindergarten, and all the way up. And so when they got to that age, they were decent enough to play and start varsity.
Yeah.
Well, but they were young. Mm-hmm. They were really inexperienced. Mm-hmm. We went 1-17 that year.
Jeez.
We only won one game that year, and I remember we celebrated big time that year because we didn't know. Mm-hmm. That's so young of a team, But then by the time those freshmen were seniors, mm-hmm. we climbed out of that rut, and we lost in the conference championship game in mm-hmm. double overtime by not a last second shot, but by a game-winning 3 as time was kind of expiring too.
And that's when who'd you say Kenny and those guys and Jeremy and Aaron?
Yeah.
And those guys were seniors.
Yeah, their senior year.
And then you had a fresh core of Trey, Cooner Bass, wasn't Sky, all
yeah, they were all freshmen.
And they were all freshmen.
But then there was another gap in between those guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But what we did though is we were patient. We were patient. We took our time, and we worked hard, all year long. And like I said, within three years, we were already competing in the conference for a title. That fourth year, we were right there. Mm-hmm. So
I remember.
So it's called rebuilding, and there's nothing wrong with rebuilding as long as you're putting effort. During the season, off season, keep it going. And then one last thing, make sure that those younger guys are all playing ball. Everybody underneath them, all high school guys, your responsibility. Those younger guys, junior high and elementary school, they're kind of your responsibility too. You got to find some people to coach those guys and get them ready.
Yeah, or even just play with them and just don't.
Oh yeah,
play with them and
open gyms.
Yeah, play with them and just don't discourage them in any ways. Beat them so bad and make them feel bad. Teach them as you're going. That's how. I mean, we all got to take dings. So
yeah. Hey, B-Luv, we're gonna just kind of shorten this whole basketball thing up since the girls showed up. We got
a couple gold medalists.
Yeah, we got a couple gold medalists in the house, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, just anyway, so Winnebago boys, I think their record is 3-2 now, and the girls are 2-3.
3-2. The boys got to be 3-3. They got 3 losses. Didn't they lose to Pender, South Sioux, and then they lost last night?
Yeah, last night. I didn't count last night's 3-3.
3-3. So 5
girls are 2-4.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, but I see a lot of good things happening.
Sure.
And I think you do too when you're watching those games too.
Yeah.
You see a lot of good things, and you see some small things that can get brushed up in practice.
Yeah.
So one thing I got to say about that is that they have to take practice serious.
Yeah. And they need to play together. I heard they were kind of getting after each other at the South Sioux game. saying stuff to each other and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I think that just, especially because it's early, like
Yeah.
you might get those things because they're still trying to fill each other out. It's a
Yeah,
new
and
season.
yep.
All like we've got new coaching staff. Jeff's back, but you got a couple new guys in there.
Yeah.
So everybody's trying to blend in,
Blend
blend together. So
Yep. And it'll work. It'll work its way out. Then they're all young. There's, like I said, one senior.
yeah.
So
Before we move into wrestling, you want any advice to those boys and those girls out there for Winnebago?
well, just know what the prize is. You guys got to keep working to get better, and just keep try to play it together. Try to take your bumps and your bruises as you go. And I said, just got to keep your head in the game. Just keep playing, play together, use each other, know who's hot, know who's not. Just stuff like that. Know who to feed the ball if they're hot and stuff like that. Know how to do the basics.
Yeah.
So just keep working.
Yeah. Fundamentals.
And having fun. Bottom line, that's it. Fundamentals and have fun.
Then I'm just going to say this real quick, just to add on what you said, because you said everything that basically I was going to say too. Last thing is trust each other. Mm-hmm. Everybody can play a ball. On boys team, girls team, everybody can play ball. Just trust each other.
Yep.
Don't be looking nobody off. If they're open, hit them.
Yeah.
If they're open, hit them. If you know they can, if you know your teammate can shoot, set them up for a shot.
Yep.
Don't look nobody off. Let's go. It's called teamwork, baby.
Yep. That's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska. And this is the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. And we are joined now by two young ladies who just returned from Lakota Nations Invitational up in Rapid City. We got Avani and we have Precious.
Dog.
We have Precious in the house too. Ladies, are you guys here? There you are. Hey, so me and Buff, man, we've been waiting for you guys, but we've been talking nonstop since 5 o'clock. So we're gonna take a little break and let you guys talk for a while. Nah, just kidding. No, what we was gonna ask you though is both you girls, I believe Tramner sent us your guys' what do you call it? Your update for the results from the competition up there, and I know Beth's gonna find that here in a second so I can see that. But the Coach Tramner, I know that he wanted to be here. He had some family stuff that he had to take care of, and he just wanted to let us know that he's real grateful. He's real grateful for us to ask the players or the wrestlers to come on up here and kind of tell us their story and everything. We got a couple more people coming in, but we got let's see there. I'm gonna read these off for you real fast. Okay, we got have all made the finals. Go down a little bit. Have all made the finals, and I think that is that an older one. Okay, there's a newer one I just sent you to. All right, so, but there's some pictures that Bethany's gonna be showing, and some of our wrestlers. I know I can't find that one up there. All right, hey Vonnie, I'm gonna ask you something while Bethany's trying to find this. So, how many times you been to L&I now? This is your junior year, right? Senior year. Your senior year? You been up there all 4 years? Yeah.
No.
No.
Didn't go my sophomore year.
Not your sophomore year?
Yeah.
When somebody was injured?
No, that's when that snowstorm hit and Tramner didn't want to take us
Oh,
up there.
okay. Oh, Tramner, come on
Messed
now.
up.
I do put some chains on those tires. No, so hey, why don't you kind of let us know how you did up to L&I? Maybe kind of give us your little story from, for this is your senior year, and so you got to have a better story than your freshman year, right? So I want to hear your story about your trip up there.
Well, this year was a lot different. I was way better than I was my freshman year. A lot of first period pins this year. Actually, all first period pins this year.
Okay,
Nice.
good. All the way to the end?
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, so remember I just brought up injury because I remember you kind of hurt your knee.
Yeah.
How's that going? I mean, obviously it's okay for your competition, this past couple days, but like, how's it doing? Because I know that having surgery and stuff like that's kind of tough.
I mean, I got cleared last month, but it still gives me issues here and there.
Yeah.
But the best I could do is just rub some dirt on it.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's something her dad would say.
Bro, that's like That's like the best answer that we got in like 2 years of having this show. You know what I mean? Oh man,
Just rub your dad's hair and then rub that onto your knee.
That's enough dirt on there.
Whip dog, baby.
Okay, but so my boy Rock, he had an injury in his knee too. I always make him put some ice on it and everything like that. That's all I can say because that's all the doc. That's all the doc is going to tell you to do anyways. To say
elevate it, ice it, stay off it.
Yep. But congratulations though. I mean, your victories for your road. How many matches did you have to win?
3.
3 matches. Okay, so
Be real. Was any of them hard?
All right, thanks. Because I was trying to word that right.
I'm gonna say, did you have any kind of competition, or was it just kind of go in there and slap
It was
them up?
most likely my final match. That girl came off the line real hot and kind of unpredictable in a way, but I ended up pinning her.
How quickest match? How long? How long? I mean, how long is it? A period or how long does it last?
An average period lasts about 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you got it all year long. You've been taking them out in less than 2 minutes. I mean, like everybody.
That was just at LNI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
LNI.
Oh, okay. Wow. Still, wow,
Bro. Still, man. So anyway, we're gonna go on to Precious too. Precious, senior year. All right, bro. Like these girls get up here, and I know they they make me smile all the time. But I got to hang out with Precious out to Vegas earlier they were all receiving some awards for the apprenticeship program.
Oh, okay.
And she was out there, and I asked her, hey, I didn't know they got back from LNI already. I was like, hey, didn't you go up there? And they're like, well, we just got back. I said, oh, they got back last night. So I said, all right, well, we get on the show then.
Make quick work.
I know, make quick work. But hey, I'm glad she got up here though. So,
yeah.
and I told you I was gonna have you kind of just visit with us about your trip up there. So, same question I had for her. Or same thing I said for her is tell us about your trip up there in your senior year, and maybe the difference between this year and the other years.
I don't know, man. This year, I had to do some work on the bus.
Oh, yeah?
It was pretty boring.
Oh, okay.
Had some finals to finish up.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
that's actually good.
Yeah, you had plenty 6 hours to do it.
We were at a nice hotel. Basically had a whole pizza to myself.
Wow.
Don't rub it in.
Vanya asleep. Woke up. I only got 1 slice.
I didn't even have a whole slice.
She probably left some crust for you.
Just a little piece.
So competition. Did you have to do the same 3?
Yeah.
3? And so obviously 3-0. And then tell us how those matches went.
So I'll say my last one, I was on my back at one point.
Wow.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it scared me. And then got a bounce, went down, did a fat man roll, and got the pin.
Fat man roll. I think this guy's the one that made that one. He invented that one.
That was good. That was good. Hold on. Take the camera off. I'm laughing. That's good.
I know. B-Luv, I'd
Is
say,
that,
hey,
hold on.
show us the fat man roll.
Yeah, I was saying, is that a regular move, or is that the name of a regular move, or you just make that up, or you just saying that?
It's one of the names.
It's like kind of like a modified Peterson in a way.
Okay. You like that, B-Luv?
That's good stuff, man.
Boss gonna start watching wrestling now. Watch.
Hey, look at that fat man move.
Look at that fat man move. Oh, he just got off his chair. What do you mean?
That fat man roll.
All right, so just hold on. All right, so let's get done with this part of the wrestling buff.
Okay, my bad.
All right, so did you have any competition in those ones? Like Bonnie said hers was pretty easy. You said your last one you was on your back, and you get tired.
I'll say just the last one.
Just the last one.
Yeah.
Was
And
yours
then-
all first period too, or did you go distance on all yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went distance. Wow.
Longest one, I think, was 53 seconds.
It was
Oh.
all first period.
All
Oh,
first period.
first period.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Man,
Yeah. Big will represent, right?
all the way up there for 3 minutes worth of wrestling.
Total time on wrestle was 2 minutes 9 seconds.
Wow.
2 minutes 9 seconds. Oh, they already added that up.
Wow.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
Hey, so Coach, take care of you guys then.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. That sounds
Just
good.
pizza, or did you guys get a steak somewhere? Come
I
on. now.
wish we had steak.
Nice.
Oh, steak tram there. Come on
Oh,
now.
boy.
But I say congratulations to girls. You
Yeah.
know, like anytime that Winnebago like just leaves Winnebago just to go compete anywhere, whether it be cross country or basketball, you know, football. You know, I'm one of those old school guys. Say, hey you guys make sure when you guys get out, you guys behave. You know, use your manners. You know, be respectful. You know, you're representing. You're not just representing yourself. You're representing our school. You're representing your community. You know, that's kind of, I'm an old school guy like that. So whether you guys as coaches say that to you or not, I'm glad that you guys are going out there and representing the way you are. Because I mean, you guys really, especially up there, you guys really keep Winnebago's name up there in a really good way. You know, anytime that our athletes, our student athletes go up to the Dakotas up there, we're always representing. You know, and so it just kind of makes me happy as a fan of the sports and everything like that. That you know, our name is still being painted with good colors up there. So say thank you to girls for doing that, you know, and representing the school like that. And I'm sure that you girls got a lot bigger plans this year than just LNI champs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So how about that work ethic? You guys still working your butts out in practice and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything
Yeah.
you guys are doing
Weight
different
room.
this year?
Weight room? You guys in a weight room still?
That's what I was getting at. Okay, so bad.
No? You guys
What?
got
Oh,
quiet?
I got quiet all of a sudden.
Wow. We
Sometimes.
started talking about pizza, and then now they don't want to do the weight room. Man, you guys better head back down and go to the weight room for a while.
Hey, but really though, like even though the season somewhat just started, it's still not. It's not a long season. You guys got what, 3 months? You know, 3 months of wrestling, and then that's when postseason comes up, and you guys got a lot of time right now to get your bodies ready, man. You know, do a little extra running on the side, get into the weight room like B-Luv said. You know, do that extra stuff. You know, do that extra stuff, because then you got to ask yourself, those girls that you guys want to beat down in I don't know if you guys down Lincoln, right? Pinnacle? Is that where you guys go? Omaha?
CHI.
Oh, even better. But the girls you guys want to beat down there, ask yourself, do you think that they're going to the weight room? Do you think that they're doing the extra running?
You think they're eating pizza?
Okay, hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
All right? Think about that. And that's just for encouragement, you know?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah,
You
just
just
for
we're not
encouragement.
getting after you guys, but if we say it to everybody, come up here. If you guys as young athletes, we never did. We never lifted weights, but we turned out to be really decent athletes. And I'm just like, how much more better would have been if we would have lifted weights? Because the opportunities were there. We just didn't do it.
And if you really go back and you ask all former athletes, you know, hey, if you could do it all over again, what would you do?
Everybody says it.
Probably about 98% will say.
Everybody says I wish I would have hit the weight room a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's just word of encouragement. I mean, you guys looking for the bigger picture, like for next year? You guys trying to go to college and wrestle? Because they're going to scoop you guys out, especially if you become a state champ down there. They'll be all down there. Recruiters be watching that.
Yeah.
You guys be going to college to play. To wrestle, throw them around, fat man rolls.
Hey, you know, we still got right around 10 minutes left in this episode here, and I got one of our nephews over here, B-Luv, and I heard he brought some hardware home. Let's get him up here.
Hey, girls,
Fast time.
congratulations.
Yes, indeed. Always good to have you girls on here. And it seems like you girls are one of the most girls that come on the show.
Yeah, they're always on, and it seems like they're up here a lot because they've been doing this for 4 years now.
They're probably gonna take over our jobs when we're done with this.
Yeah.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have another one of Winnebago's varsity wrestlers up here joining us today. Also bringing the gold back from LNI.
Nice.
Mr. Ho Hump Snake. What's up, Ho Hump?
What's up?
So hey, man. So how you feeling? I know that I saw your picture. I saw your picture on the on Coach Tramler's Facebook. I saw it on the school's Facebook. I shared it to the big voice, man. So like right now, you guys are all like local celebrities coming back from LNI, having this kind of this stamp on you saying champ, you know, LNI champ, you know, and really not too many people, besides the basketball team from a few years back. We won't even get into that. We'll save that for another episode.
That's a whole another episode.
But with the other competitions that are going on up there that Winnebago participates in, there's not too many, and then now you guys get to call yourself champs, And so ho hum, I'm real proud of you. I know that that B-Luv, we were talking about this before the show, that he said he's real proud of you too. And then I can't even imagine how proud your mama is. I mean, you got your big sister, wrestling in college right now, doing like her second year, coming off of a injury, and then even excelling now after the injury. Your mama's so proud, and then now, with her young ones come up, and now she got another one called LNI Champ. So hey, you're a junior this year?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
All right, so hey, when I had these girls talk, I said, I want you guys, to tell me your story about your trip, So I'm going to give you an opportunity. We have about 8 minutes, and I want you to take up as much time as you can. Just tell me about your trip.
The trip was good. Just slept most of the way. If I needed to work that I needed to work on, did that. But besides that, just rested up. Thought about the competition, kept my head.
Do you have your own playlist, your own pump up playlist?
Metallica.
Metallica?
Yeah.
All right, man. Get some of that old school music in there.
And that's what they
old school metal.
That's what they used to listen to when they lift weights and get all crazy and hollering around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wow. I almost felt the devil come out of me
So
just now.
hey, so I actually saw a TikTok video, and it was the basketball teams. All the teams were showing up at the gym, and at the entrance of the gym, or at the entrance of the facility, they had a couple of people there that had sage, and they were having everybody smudge off as they were going in. Did they do that for you guys too?
Nah, not really.
Oh, come on, LNI.
But me personally, I mean, I pray on my own time, so.
That's my dog. That's my dog. Yeah, hey, I'm sure that you had to set some prayers on that bus on the way up, because a lot of times on a bus it's just kind of like, hey, I want this to be some me time, not all just, hey, hang out with buddies and talk and visit, Let's get some me time, some quiet time. And I'm glad you like that too, because that's like just following in footsteps of how your family is and stuff like that. So that's good. So hey, tell me about the competition.
It was good. I would say there's a lot of pressure put on me, because then I was put at number 1 seed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So coming off first and second matches that I had, pinned those guys. And then the third one, I almost got caught on my back and almost got pinned, but then I ended up getting a pin.
Oh, yeah.
And then
You do a fat man roll too?
I actually suplexed the kid.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to get a video.
Hopefully I got the video of that.
Oh, I was going to say, somebody got to get that video.
I want to see that.
Yeah. And then my last match, I could have met my teammate in the finals, but I pinned the kid that he got pinned by, so I think I got some good get back for him.
Heck yeah.
So who was that?
The kid that...
No, your teammate.
Oh, Jacob Lincoln.
Okay,
yeah.
Jacob. Okay, but Jacob ended up getting third though.
Yeah, he's
okay.
good.
That's good. Well, we got two of the 3 places right there in that category. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's good. Go ahead, continue on.
Well, it was good. I mean, I remember last year got third, and then just better improvement. So
Yeah.
looked forward to everything.
Yeah, last year you got third. Do you remember who you wrestled last year?
Oh, I wrestled. Well, there's some new guys, but the guy that I met in the finals, I beat him last year. So.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. But the guy that got you last year, was he in there this year, or did he graduate?
No, he wasn't there this year. I think he didn't do wrestling this year. I didn't
Oh,
see
really?
him.
He,
Yeah.
He must have saw you was on a roster that was coming for him.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's a cool story too, because think about like during football season, you go up there to the Dakotas up there and they play football and stuff, like, man, we're so close a couple years in a row, man. And then it's always like that story, like, man, we got to get over that hump. Hey, no pun intended. Oh, you like that? You guys like that? Hey, I'll be here all week. Anyway, but we got to get over that hump. We got to work hard. We got to do something extra. We got to do more. We got to do this. We got to go harder, or whatever, to get over that. And getting third place last year, and I know you probably had to feel that last year, And a lot of times, I like to say, and I don't know if a lot of people like to say, is like remember that feeling during that time. Remember that feeling. Remember this feeling right now. And if you don't want to feel like this again, then get in that gym. Let's go to work.
Get to work, all that.
That's so your story is a good story, because that's an improvement from last year, and I know that and I can attest to this, that I remember in the off season in summertime that I saw you out running out toward my house, and it wasn't just once or twice. I saw you out there during summertime, and you was getting to working.
Yeah.
And then bro, you remember you asked somebody about if they wear one of those masks when they run.
When they work, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ho-Hum wears those masks.
Those are good for your lungs. Help exercise your lungs because a lot of people get huffing and puffing. They can't catch their breath. So I think like working a way to control your breathing. Either way, it's gonna help you in the long run.
Yep. I asked Medina that when he was getting ready to run
cross country
because he was talking about the wind and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's what I asked about. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I put one of those on one time just to be seeing what it would do. I think I walked outside, turned right back around, took that thing off.
I'm suffocated.
Yeah, well, then killed over right there, flopped flat on my face.
Oh man. Well, so I asked the girls too. I said, while you're up there, it looked like the team did well. Like the team did well. Was there a place for the team too, or was it just individuals?
No, there was a place for the team.
Did Winnebago place as a
second,
team?
It was a team. We could have got first, but we just need more wrestlers. That's all it is.
Oh,
if we have more wrestlers, I mean, both sides of the bracket, girls and boys, we could get more points, get first.
So that right there, like I guess that's kind of one of the things I wanted to know, but I didn't know how to ask that either. It's like the team up there that took first place. How many wrestlers did they have?
Dakota Tech, they had like 20 plus boys and 20 plus girls.
And what do we have?
We got like 7 boy wrestlers, and then I think like 8, 9 girl wrestlers, and that's not even filling all the weights.
Yeah.
Man, so my thing is that I remember when me and you first started this, like 2 years ago, we were like recruiting off here too. We was like, hey, let's recruit and stuff. But like, okay, think about your wrestling team, right?
Yeah.
Think about all your bros on the basketball team. Is there anybody left that's not playing basketball, that's not wrestling, that's at your school, any of your bros that should be there?
I can name them off, but I don't want to call them out.
Oh, that's what I was trying to get. I was like, man, let's recruit them.
I can name them all off. There's like so much talent at our school. Like people that I know, just along with their like athleticism, strength, they would be just great for the sport.
Wow. For real, man. Like how do we? Hey, because you're junior year, right?
Yeah.
Next year's your senior year. I'm gonna see if I can help you recruit some of your friends.
I think if we just just teaching the basics, you can get far with the basics. Even like the little things, like just knowing how to take a shot or whatever, like simple stuff like that. That's gonna get you far.
I'll call one person out who I haven't seen on a basketball court or wrestling. Raiden. Is he one of them?
Where Raiden?
Yeah, Raiden. He wrestled last year, then
that's what I said. I don't think I seen his name.
Yeah, call him out.
Yeah.
He would be great for it. I mean, strength, size, it's all there.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna help you out, all right? Because your senior year, you guys gotta take that home.
I know, first place
as a team. That's a goal then, all right? Goals. All right. Hey, hold up, man. So we got a couple minutes left. I want maybe you got as a junior, your first gold medal LNI, and I know that your coach has put in a lot of work with you guys. Maybe have a little shout out to your coaches.
Oh yeah, I would say Adam Tramner, Darrell Zagurski, Nick Sonsachi, Hunter Hyatt, and then Trevor Wilkie. Nice. Top coaches.
They let Trev up there?
Yeah, he's always messing around.
Yeah, because he used to be a wrestler back in, he went to Sioux City West one time.
Yeah, West.
He was like a little bulldog, so I mean, and that's how I can see how his daughter, little Wilk dog here, I can see it. Man, I watched some of those videos when he's, I can't hear nothing. Trev screaming around like a little girl all the time, man.
He gets loud.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you're way up on 75 rows up. How she can't hear you? Comb your hair.
Comb your hair first, and then.
That's my dog.
Hey, look, there's a picture of the boys up there, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, hey, I don't think I read that whole list of the award winners up there at LNI.
Why is everybody's eyes closed? Was there sun shining in there? What's going on?
They all blinked at the flash or something. Look.
Yeah, we can see it. Dang, it looks like we're all.
Yeah, but there's a good picture up there, guys. So, hey, I want to say congratulations again, Ho Hump. Real proud of you, man. You know, me and B-Luv throughout the year, we try to follow as much sports as we can. Sometimes we get backed up, man, and we're like, I bring some up. B-Love's like, oh man, I didn't watch that, or I didn't see that.
Or sometimes we don't get like some of the rules and some of the on these other sports because we're basketball, football, softball guys. But then when you got these new ones coming up like cross country and you guys wrestling and all that stuff, and sometimes we get kind of clueless. That's what was so funny to me when once you said that fat man rule. I was like, is that a legit term or what is that called? I couldn't help it, but yeah, man, we like it for you guys though, man.
Yeah, real proud of you guys. And I'm so proud of that team too. Real fast, like before we call it a night, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna read off the results of the LNI up there for Winnebago. Looks like Zanaya Redhorn. She got. Let's start. Boys team got second. Girls team got third. So that's a big accomplishment right there for Winnebago. And we go individual wise. Zanaya Redhorn got fourth place. Camilla Blackcock got fourth place. Champion Ivana Wilkie. Champion Precious Decora. Third place Ricardo Littlewalker. Third place Jacob Lincoln. And these last ones are all champions. Champion Ho Hump Snake, who's with us right now. Champion Zakiah Redhorn. Let's go, Zakiah. Champion Patrick Burt. I texted you, Patrick. You never texted me back. And then champion Jared Doxey, the All-American.
Is he All-American this year or was that last year? We might have to quit calling him that until you get, let's go, Jared.
He's
what's up, Doxey?
LNI champion for now.
Okay, we'll take that. We'll stick with it.
No, but you guys, for real, like from me and from the sports show, man, I say congratulations to you guys. You guys do give us a lot to report on all the time because you guys do so well.
Yep.
Only thing I can say is you guys keep on working. As a matter of fact, work harder every practice. Yeah. And then the harder you work, the easier those wrestling matches are going to be,
For sure.
And me and Buff said something to the girls before they left is try to get in that weight room. You guys got time. So if some of the boys aren't getting in the weight room,
we all try to get in the weight room, like conditioning, weights too.
Let's go, because that right there is going to be the key.
People at my weight, people at Zakai's weight, they're all muscle heads. They're all going to be just buffed up,
Oh, so you guys got to too. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, you guys hang in there, man, and keep it going, all right?
Yep.
And then one last thing, I think the youth one right there, is that the youth? The Company A Scouts is going to be starting up real soon. There's the first practice and sign up is going to be held on January 8th. So you guys still got time after the new year. So that is the youth wrestling team, the Winnebago Company A Scouts. So if you guys got any youngsters that want to play that are, I think, ages kindergarten or first grade all the way up until sixth grade, make sure and get a hold of Coach Tramner or Trevor Wilkie.
Nice.
All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, B-Luv, you got anything?
No, we're going to end like that.
Okay.
End like that. I'm good for today.
All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. You just got done with another episode of the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. Your host, Coach Q, and
B-Luv.
And we are out.
We out.